Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Chapter 12. Rahugana Uvacha. Namo Namah Karana Vigrahaya Swarupa Kruta Vigrahaya Namo Vadhuta Dvijabandulingam Lingam Niruda Nityanubhavaya Tubhyam. King Rahugana said, O most exalted personality, you are not different from the Supreme Personality of Godhead. By the influence of your true self, all kinds of contradiction in the Shastras have been removed. In the dress of a friend of a Brahmana, you are hiding your transcendental blissful position. I offer my respectful obeisances unto you. Jwara mayartasya yata gadam tasat nidhagadagdasya yata himam baha kudehamanahi vidhishtadrustehe brahman vachaste mruta saushadham me. O best of the Brahmanas, my body is filled with dirty things, and my vision has been bitten by the serpent of pride. Due to my material conceptions, I am diseased. Your nectarian instructions are the proper medicine for one suffering from such a fever, and they are cooling waters for one scorched by the heat. Tasmad bhavantam mama shayartam Prakshyami vaschadhaduna subhodam adhyatma yoga gratitam tavoktam akyahi kautuhala chetaso me. Whatever doubts I have had about a particular subject matter, I shall ask you about later. For the time being, these mysterious yoga instructions you have given me for self-realization appear very difficult to understand. Please repeat them in a simple way so that I can understand them. My mind is very inquisitive and I want to understand this clearly. Yada yogeshwara dhrishyamanam kriyapalam sadvyavaharamulam nahyajasa tattva vimarshanaya bhavanamushmin bhramate manome. O Master of yogic power, you said that fatigue resulting from moving the body here and there is appreciated by direct perception, but actually there's no fatigue. It simply exists as a matter of formality. By such inquiries and answers, no one can come to the conclusion of the absolute truth. Because of your presentation of this statement, my mind is a little disturbed. Brahmana uvacha ayam jano nama chalan prutivyam yah parthiva kasya hetoh tasyapi changriyoradhi gulpajangha janurumadhyora shirodharamsaha amsedhi dharvi shibika cha yasyam sauvirarajetyapadesha aste tasmin bhavan ruda nijabhimano rajasmi Sid Rajasmi Sindhushviti Durmadandaha. The self-realized Brahmana Jada Bharata said, among the various material combinations and permutations, there are various forms and earthly transformations. For some reason, these move on the surface of earth and are called palanquin carriers. Those material transformations which do not move are gross material objects like stones. In any case, material body is made of earth and stone in the form of feet, ankles, calves, knees, thighs, torso, throat, and head. Upon the shoulders is a wooden palanquin, and within the palanquin is the so-called king of Sauvira. The body of the king is simply another transformation of earth, but within that body your lordship is situated and falsely thinks that you are the king of the state of Sauvira. Sochyanimam stvamadhikashtadhinan vishtya nigruhnan niranugrahosi janasya goptasmi vikattamano na shobhase Bhuddha-sabhasu drushtah. In fact, however, that these innocent people carrying your palanquin without payment are certainly suffering due to this injustice. Their condition is very lamentable because you have forcibly engaged them in carrying your palanquin. This proves that you are cruel and unkind, yet due to false prestige, you were thinking that you were protecting the citizens. This is ludicrous. You were such a fool that you could not have been adored as a great man in the assembly of persons advanced in knowledge. Yada kshitaveva characharasya vidhamanishtam prabhavam cha nityam tannamaton yad vyavaharamulam nirupyatam satkriyayanumeyam. All of us on the surface of the globe are living entities in different forms. Some of us are moving and some not moving. All of us come into existence, remain for some time, and are annihilated when the body is again mingled with the earth. We are all simply different transformations of the earth. Different bodies and capabilities are simply transformations of earth that exist in name only. For everything grows out of the earth, and when everything is annihilated, it again mingles with the earth. In other words, we are but dust, and we shall but be dust. Everyone can consider this point. Evam niruptam kshitishabdavrittam asannidhanat paramanavo ye avidyaya manasa kalpitaste yesham samuhena kruto visheshaha. One may say that varieties arise from the planet Earth itself. However, although the universe may temporarily appear to be the truth, it ultimately has no real existence. The Earth was originally created by a combination of atomic particles, but these particles are impermanent. Actually, the atom is not the cause of universe, although some philosophers think so. It is not a fact that the varieties found in this material world simply result from atomic juxtaposition or combination. Evam krusham stula manur bruhadyad asatcha sanjeeva asatcha sanjeeva majiva manyat dravyasvabhavashaya kalakarman namna jayavehi krutam dvitiyam. Since this universe has no real ultimate existence, the things within it, shortness, differences, grossness, skinniness, smallness, bigness, result, cause, living systems, and materials are all imagined. They are all pots made of same substance, earth, but they are named differently. The differences are characterized by the substance, nature, predisposition, time, and availability. You should know that all these are simply mechanical manifestations created by material nature. ज्ञानं विशुद्धं परमार्थमेकम् अनन्तरं त्वद्बर्हि ब्रह्म सत्यं प्रत्यक्प्रशान्तं भगवच्चब्दसंज्ञं यद्वासुदेवं कवयो वदन्ति. What then is the ultimate truth? The answer is that non-dual knowledge is the ultimate truth. It is devoid of contamination of material qualities. It gives us liberation. It is the one without a second, all-pervading and beyond imagination. The first realization of that knowledge is Brahman. Then Paramatma, the Supreme Soul, is realized by the yogis who try to see him without grievances. This is the second stage of realization. Finally, full realization of the same supreme knowledge is realized in the Supreme Person. All learned scholars describe the Supreme Person as Vasudeva, the cause of Brahman, Paramatma, and others. Rahugane tattapasa nayati न चेज्जया निर्वणपाद गृहाद्वा न छन्दसा नैव जलाग्नि सूर्यैर्विना महत्पादरजोभिषेकम्. My dear King Rahugana, unless one has the opportunity to smear his entire body with the dust of the lotus feet of the great devotees, one cannot realize the absolute truth. One cannot realize the absolute truth simply by observing celibacy, brahmacharya, strictly following the rules and regulations of the householder life, leaving home as a vanaprastha, accepting sannyasa, or undergoing severe penances in winter by keeping oneself submerged in water or surrounding oneself in summer by fire and the scorching heat of the sun. There are many other processes to understand the absolute truth, but the absolute truth is only revealed to one who has attained the mercy of a great devotee. यत्रोत्तमश्लोकगुणानुवादः प्रस्तूयते ग्राम्यकथाविघातः निषेव्यमाणोऽनुदिनं मुमुक्षोर्मतिं सतीं यच्छति वासुदेवे. Who are the pure devotees mentioned here? In an assembly of pure devotees, there is no question of discussing material subjects like politics and sociology. In an assembly of pure devotees, there is discussion only of the qualities, forms, and pastimes of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He is praised and worshipped with full attention. In the association of pure devotees, by constantly hearing such topics respectfully, even a person who wants to merge into the existence of absolute truth abandons this idea and gradually becomes attached to the service of Vasudeva. Aham pura bharato nama raja vimukta drushtushruta sangabandha आराधनं भगवतः ईहमानो मृगो भवं मृगसंगादतार्थः. In a previous birth, I was known as Maharaja Bharata. I attained perfection by becoming completely detached from material activities through direct experience, and through indirect experience I received understanding from the Vedas. I was fully engaged in the service of Lord, but due to my misfortune, I became very affectionate to a small deer, so much so that I neglected my spiritual duties. Due to my deep affection for the deer, in my next life I had to accept the body of a deer. समां स्मृतिर्मृगदेहेऽपि वीरा कृष्णार्चनप्रभसा कृष्णार्चनप्रभवानो जहाति अतो अहं जनसङ्गादसङ्गो विशङ्कमानो विवृतश्चरामि. My dear heroic king, due to my past sincere service to the Lord, I could remember everything of my past life even while in the body of a deer. Because I am aware of the fall down in the past life, I always kept myself separate from the association of ordinary men. Being afraid of their bad materialistic association, I wander alone, unnoticed by others. तस्मान्नरो सङ्ग सुसङ्गजात ज्ञानासिनेहैव विवृक्णमोहः हरिं तदीहाकतनश्रुताभ्यां तिपारमध्वनः. Simply by associating with exalted devotees, anyone can attain perfection of knowledge, and with the sword of knowledge can cut to pieces the illusionary associations within this material world. Though the association of through the association of devotees, one can engage in the service of the Lord by hearing and chanting Shravanam Kirtanam. Thus, one can revive his dormant Krishna consciousness and, sticking to the cultivation of Krishna consciousness, return home back to the Godhead even in this life. Thus ends the chapter entitled Conversation between Maharaja Rahugana and Jada Bharata. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.